Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today on behalf of Kitaholic Kits, and I am sharing a double page layout with you which features a lot of photos. So right out of my comfort zone in this one, but I decided that there are people out there that like to scrap a lot of photos, and I may not be one of them, but I wanted to show you my take on scrapping a lot of photos. So I've looked through my stash and I had this collection of Master Z, and these are all just photos from when he was a baby that I'd sort of printed out but hadn't managed to get on a page or into an album or anything in the past. So all I've done is cropped out any parts of the photo that are unimportant, and as you can see I've left them all quite square, so there's no circles, there's no curved edges or fussy cuts or anything, and I wanted to not so much a grid layout but to cover the entire portion of the layout, whether it be just with photos, embellishments, or as the layout develops, you'll see what comes about is that I actually add a little bit of mixed media to fill in the gaps. So once I'm satisfied with the way I'm working here, I've got all my photos in position, a couple of embellishments off camera. I'm actually going to go ahead and stick all that down because you don't need to see all that. So it's at this point, I've added my journaling, I've stuck everything down. I could have left the layout like this, it's certainly pretty enough on its own, but I think it needed just something a little bit more. So I'm going to use the Vicky Bouton watercolor markers, and I'm going to sort of fill in the blank spaces with some color. And what I wanted this to look like was not necessarily neat and tidy. I've got clean lines around my photos. I wanted sort of interesting pops of color in between that would sort of highlight those gaps, but also not overtake the photos as well. And I really think that this is such an easy technique to do. I had such fun doing it, and I love looking at this layout. It's such a pretty page, and even though they're boy photos, you can see I've used pink, but because I've teamed it with the turquoise and that sort of more navy kind of blue, it doesn't have that feel to it. It has a really lovely baby type page instead of going for a gender type page. Once all those layers are dry, I'm going to have a look at some of the other embellishments that have come in this month's kit, and I'm going to just pop a couple of those around the page, a couple of little sparkly additions and a few stickers, but mostly this is a lovely simple layout that uses up lots of photos and is quite striking but simple to put together. So I really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you heaps for watching. Please make sure if you haven't already, you've hit the little subscribe button so you see all the Kitaholic Kits videos. And think about, if you haven't already, subscribing to the kits, and check out the Facebook page for exclusive subby content. So thanks guys.